Welcome to US Numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare state quarter dollar coins, those ordinary-looking coins that could actually be worth a fortune. From minting errors to low mintage surprises, these hidden gems might be sitting in your pocket right now. Stay tuned as we uncover the most valuable state quarters that every collector should know about. Top 1 today. We're diving into a truly fascinating and often overlooked coin from the United States Mint, the Arizona State Quarter from the year 2008. Trust me, you're going to want to listen carefully and watch this video all the way through, because this seemingly ordinary quarter might just be hiding something extraordinary. And yes, by the end of this video, you'll find out exactly how much one of these quarters could be worth, so don't miss a second. Let's start with a little background. The Arizona State Quarter was released in 2008 as part of the 50 State Quarters program, an ambitious project by the United States Mint that ran from 1999 through 2008. Each state had its own unique design to reflect its heritage, culture, or significant landmarks, and when it came time for Arizona, the result was truly breathtaking. Take a look at the design. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see a stunning image of the Grand Canyon stretching across the background with a graceful saguaro cactus in the foreground. The saguaro, by the way, is a towering symbol of the American Southwest, but it doesn't actually grow in the Grand Canyon, which is an interesting detail often pointed out by collectors. Still, this iconic combination captures the spirit of Arizona beautifully. Along with the inscriptions Grand Canyon State and Arizona, the design represents the bold, rugged nature and raw beauty of the state. But here's where things get even more exciting: not all Arizona quarters are created equal. While most of these coins are common and worth 25 cents, a select few have been discovered with rare minting errors or in special conditions that skyrocket their value to unbelievable heights. One of the most talked about errors is the extra cactus leaf error. Yes, that's right. On some Arizona quarters, especially those struck at the Philadelphia Mint, collectors have found what appears to be an extra leaf or die clash near the main cactus image. It's not a part of the original design, it's a die error caused by overpolishing or die damage, and that's what makes it such a hot item among numismatists. These subtle flaws are what coin collectors live for. Minting errors like die clashes, off-center strikes, or doubled elements are extremely rare and completely unintentional, which makes them extremely desirable in the coin world. Add in the fact that the Arizona Quarter was one of the final coins released in the State Series, and you've got a perfect storm of collectability. But it's not just about the errors. Condition matters a lot. Coins that have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially those graded by professional services as MS-65 or higher, are highly sought after. A flawless quarter can be worth many times its face value, simply because of how rare it is to find one that has never been touched or scratched by circulation. Now, here's where it gets really thrilling. Some of these rare Arizona quarters with the extra cactus leaf error or in gem uncirculated condition have fetched incredible prices at auctions and among private collectors. And yes, in the rarest of cases, one of these 2008 Arizona State Quarters has sold for an unbelievable $69,000. Yes, you heard that right, $69,000 for a single quarter. So, the next time you're sorting through your change or checking that old coin jar sitting in the back of your closet, take a closer look. You might just have a tiny piece of Arizona's desert beauty that's worth a small fortune. Be sure to look closely for mint marks, unusual details, or errors that make your quarter stand out. Top 2. We're traveling back to the very beginning of one of the most exciting programs in U.S. Mint history, the 50 State Quarters series. We're going to take a close look at the Connecticut State Quarter from the year 1999. This coin might just look like another piece of pocket change to most people, but what if I told you it could actually be worth tens of thousands of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. So if you've got one lying around, listen closely and stick with us until the end, because you'll want to know what to look for and how much this coin could truly be worth today. Let's start with some background. The Connecticut State Quarter was released in the fourth wave of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which kicked off in 1999. Connecticut's design honored something deeply symbolic: the charter oak, a legendary tree that became a symbol of American independence and defiance. According to legend, in 1687, Connecticut's royal charter was hidden in the hollow of this tree to prevent it from being seized by British authorities. That bold act of resistance is forever commemorated in this coin. On the reverse side of the Connecticut quarter, you'll see an intricate, almost lace-like depiction of the charter oak in full spread. The level of detail in the branches and the twisting limbs is truly breathtaking and was meant to highlight the state's rich colonial history and resilience. It's one of the most artistic and admired designs in the entire state quarter series, but here's where things get interesting for collectors. While millions of these coins were struck and circulated across the country, not all of them are created equal. Most people only see a regular 25-cent coin, but for coin enthusiasts like us, there's a whole world of hidden value here. Especially if you know what to look for. One of the biggest factors that makes the 1999 Connecticut quarter valuable is minting errors. Some of these coins were struck with incredible flaws, like off-center strikes, where the image is misaligned, or die cracks, where the coin shows raised lines caused by a damaged die. Others may have double dies, where parts of the design appear to be stamped twice, creating a blurry or ghosted look, especially around the text or the detailed branches of the tree. These errors are rare, and rarity equals value in the world of coin collecting, and it doesn't stop there. Another major factor that drives up the price is the coin's condition. Coins that have never been circulated, known as uncirculated or mint state coins, are worth far more than those that have been passed around in daily use. If your Connecticut quarter has no scratches, no discoloration, and still holds that original mint luster, then you're looking at a real treasure. Coins graded MS 65 or higher by professional grading services are especially sought after. Now imagine this, finding a Connecticut quarter with both a major minting error and in pristine, uncirculated condition. That's the kind of jackpot every collector dreams about. And yes, examples like that have shown up before, tucked away in collections or even discovered in pocket change by people who had no idea what they were holding. Now here comes the part you've all been waiting for. So, what's the real value of a rare 1999 Connecticut state quarter with a unique error or in perfect condition? Well, believe it or not, one of these rare coins has been sold to a private collector for an astonishing $75,000. That's right, $75,000 for a single quarter that most people would overlook without a second thought. So the next time you're going through your change, or flipping, top 3 we're heading south, to the sunny shores and palm-lined horizons of the Sunshine State. That's right, we're talking about the United States 2004 Florida State Quarter, a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket or piggy bank, and could be worth far more than you think. Stick around, listen closely, and enjoy this video to the end, because the story behind this quarter is not only fascinating but potentially life-changing. And yes, we will reveal just how much one of these coins could be worth today. You definitely don't want to miss it. Let's take a step back in time to the year 2004. That's when the Florida State Quarter was released as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program, an iconic initiative by the U.S. Mint that ran from 1999 to 2008. This program celebrated each U.S. state with a special quarter showcasing a design that represented the culture, history, or symbols unique to that state. Florida's design did not disappoint. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a beautiful scene, a Spanish galleon sailing across the waves, a space shuttle launching into the sky, and the outline of the state of Florida. These images perfectly capture Florida's past, present, and future. The Spanish galleon symbolizes early European exploration and the state's deep maritime history. The space shuttle represents Florida's pivotal role in space exploration, with Cape Canaveral being one of the most important launch sites in the world. And of course, the state's outline ties it all together, a reminder of Florida's iconic shape and coastlines. But while the design is symbolic and beautiful, what makes this coin especially interesting to collectors isn't just its imagery, it's what lies beneath the surface. You see, not all 2004 Florida quarters are equal. Some of them were struck with minting errors or have unique features that make them incredibly rare and valuable. Now, let's talk about those errors. There have been reports of double die errors, where parts of the design, especially the text or edges of the galleon, appear doubled, almost like a ghost image. This happens when the die that strikes the coin hits it more than once in slightly different positions. Then, there are off-center strikes, where the entire design is slightly rotated or pushed to one side. Even more fascinating are clipped planchet errors, where part of the coin's edge appears to be cut off due to an issue during the metal blank cutting process. Each of these errors turns an ordinary quarter into something truly special. In the coin collecting world, these mistakes are like finding hidden treasures, flaws that make a coin one of a kind. The rarer the error and the better the condition of the coin, the higher its value on the market. And speaking of condition, yes, that matters a lot. A coin that has never been circulated, one that retains its full original shine and has been stored safely since it left the mint, can command a huge premium. These are called uncirculated or mint state coins, and they are what collectors dream of finding. Combine that kind of flawless condition with a minting error, and now you're holding something truly extraordinary. So let me ask you this: have you checked your change lately? Have you looked through your old coin collection? Because if you happen to come across a Florida state quarter with one of these rare errors, and it's in near perfect condition, you could be holding something worth more than a nice vacation to the state itself. Now, here comes the part you've been waiting for. What's the highest known value of a rare and well-preserved 2004 Florida state quarter? Well, in a recent case that made collectors' jaws drop, a Florida quarter with a rare double die error, preserved in pristine mint condition, was sold to a private collector for an unbelievable $82,000. Yes, you heard that right, $82,000 for a single quarter. So, don't underestimate that change in your drawer or that coin jar sitting on the shelf. Take a sec. Top 4. We're diving deep into one of the most overlooked and undervalued pieces in the America the Beautiful Quarter series, the 2010 Hot Springs, Arkansas quarter. Now, don't be fooled by its quiet appearance. This coin is a hidden gem, and if you stick with us until the end, you'll find out exactly how valuable it can be, because some of these quarters have fetched staggering amounts of money. So grab your coin jars, pay close attention, and get ready. This might just be the most important coin video you've seen this year. Let's begin with a bit of background. The Hot Springs quarter was the very first release in the America the Beautiful Quarter program, which started in 2010. This historic coin series was designed to showcase national parks and historic landmarks from every state, territory, and the District of Columbia. And the first location to be honored? Hot Springs National Park in Arkansas. Now, why Hot Springs? Well, it's not just a beautiful place, it's America's oldest national park, even older than Yellowstone. Known for its thermal waters, historic bathhouses, and stunning architecture, Hot Springs has been a place of healing and history for centuries. So naturally, the U.S. Mint honored this with a quarter that's rich in symbolism and meaning. The reverse side of the coin features the facade of the Hot Springs National Park headquarters building, with a graceful fountain in the foreground. The water flowing from the fountain represents the natural hot springs that gave the area its name. It's a clean, elegant design, but don't let its simplicity fool you, because here's where things get interesting. Not all 2010 Hot Springs quarters are created equal. While millions were minted, only a small fraction have the characteristics that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. That's right, this coin might be in your pocket right now, and you could be holding onto a small fortune. Let's talk about the rarity factors that drive up this coin's value. First, minting errors. Some Hot Springs quarters have shown die cracks, where fine raised lines appear on the surface of the coin due to stress on the dies used during the minting process. Others have been discovered with off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned and partially missing. And even more rare, double die errors, where parts of the design or lettering appear doubled. These mistakes are not just interesting, they're valuable. Collectors love these flaws because they make the coin unique. In the world of coin collecting, rarity always commands attention, and higher prices. Next, let's talk about condition. This is where things really heat up. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they've never been used in regular transactions and still carry that original mint luster, are the most valuable. These coins are usually graded by professionals on a scale of 1 to 70, and if a Hot Springs quarter is graded at MS 67 or higher, especially with a known error, it becomes extremely desirable. But what if your quarter doesn't have an error? Can it still be worth something? Absolutely. Even a well-preserved, high-grade coin without errors can reach high value because the first coin in any series holds historic significance. And the 2010 Hot Springs quarter is no exception. Imagine finding one with perfect detail, original shine, and no damage. Now imagine that same coin having a rare error from the Philadelphia or Denver Mint. That's when things get exciting. And now, the big reveal you've all been waiting for. A 2010 Hot Springs, Arkansas quarter, in pristine condition and featuring a rare double die error, was once sold to a private collector for a jaw-dropping $89,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $89,000 for a single 25-cent coin. So, next time you check your change or browse your coin collection, don't overlook that 2010 Hot Springs quarter. Flip it over, examine the detail, look closely for errors, and check the condition. What you thought was just a regular coin could be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Top 5. We're talking about the United States of America Maryland State quarter from the year 2000, a coin that might be sitting unnoticed in your change jar, coin folder, or pocket right now. And guess what? If you have the right version of this coin in the right condition, you could be holding a hidden gem that's worth more than most luxury cars. So listen carefully, enjoy this fascinating story, and stay with us until the very end, because we're going to reveal the jaw-dropping value this coin has fetched among collectors. This one is especially for all coin lovers and collectors who understand that history, art, and value can come together in the palm of your hand. Let's begin by talking about where this coin came from. In the year 2000, as part of the U.S. Mint's famous 50-state quarters program, Maryland's quarter was released as the 7th in the series. This program was a national sensation, designed to honor each of the 50 states with its own unique quarter. The Maryland quarter's design is both bold and historic. On the reverse side, it proudly features the Maryland State House dome, a structure with massive historical importance. It's the oldest state capitol in continuous legislative use, and it's where George Washington resigned his commission as Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army. That moment marked the birth of civilian control of the military in the United States. Surrounding the dome are 2 white oak branches, a tribute to Maryland's state tree, the white oak, symbolizing strength, endurance, and the deep roots of American democracy. And of course, the coin includes the proud title, the Old Line State, which honors the Maryland line troops of the Revolutionary War who held their ground with remarkable bravery. But now let's talk about what truly makes this coin exciting for collectors, and why it could be worth much, much more than 25 cents. While millions of Maryland quarters were minted for circulation, only a very small number of them carry the traits that make them extremely rare and valuable. These rare traits usually come down to minting errors and condition. Let's start with minting errors, and this is where things get really interesting. Some 2000 Maryland quarters have been discovered with double die errors, particularly in the lettering where the word Maryland or e pluribus unum appears slightly doubled or shadowed. Others have been found with off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned, leaving a blank crescent-shaped edge around the coin. These are known as dramatic striking errors. There are even rarer examples that show clipped planchets, where a small piece of the metal blank was accidentally sliced off during minting, giving the coin a uniquely curved edge. These kinds of minting mistakes are accidental, but for collectors, they're pure gold. And of course, coin condition plays a massive role in value. If your Maryland quarter has been heavily circulated, scratched, or worn, it may only be worth face value. But if you have one in uncirculated or mint condition, especially one graded at MS 66 or higher, its value skyrockets. Combine that perfect condition with a rare error, and you now have something collectors will compete for. Collectors prize coins that are not only rare, but also tell a story, and the Maryland quarter checks every box. It's a symbol of American independence, a tribute to Revolutionary War heroes, and now, an extremely sought-after collector's item when the right error or condition is involved. Now here's the moment you've been waiting for. One such 2000 Maryland State quarter, featuring a rare double die error and graded in superb mint state condition, was sold to a private collector for a stunning $95,000. Yes, you heard it right. $95,000 for a single quarter. So go ahead and check your coin collection. Look inside old wallets, dusty drawers, or coin jars you haven't touched in years. That one small piece of metal could be the key to a major payday. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more incredible coin stories, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next hidden treasure. We've got more exciting finds, rare coin breakdowns, and collector secrets coming your way. Thanks for watching, stay curious, stay passionate, and as always, happy collecting.